Talk to them, Chief Neef. Tell them the story.
It's a quick story.
Talk to them.
So, I was like dating this guy. He's really cool, but he didn't have like a career or whatever. But I also was out of work and I was doing a career pivot. So I had savings, but I wasn't like going out to get my hair done and my nails done, just doing all the extra stuff.
Right.
And so I had an interview. And when I had an interview, I mentioned that I needed to get my hair done. And he paid for me to get my hair done for my interview, and I got the job. And with my first check,
I'm
and
sorry.
when I
What did
took
you do
him
with your
out,
first check?
I took him out. Oh, also, and when I stopped working, okay, well, let me finish the story. When I got my first check, it was around his birthday. And so I took him to the gun range and he likes, I noticed that he likes like figures, like I don't know what you call them. But I took him to this place to go get himself made into like a statue or action figure thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the movies. And so he I remember when like I just wasn't working and he called me on FaceTime one day and he was like, go to the refrigerator. And I went to the refrigerator. He said, open the refrigerator. And when I opened it, he was like, I'm gonna come by later and we could go to the store. And he got me like groceries and stuff. And so I just think like those things that those qualities or characteristics that you see from someone when you need it the most, like not everything is gonna be complete, but like I never forget those stories and it's just different. I don't know.
So what happened to that man?
Um so I just had surgery last Monday and he came by and he made sure I got to my appointment and I was like high off the anesthesia, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he made sure that I got home. He made sure that he got my medicine. He made sure that he stayed with me, made sure that I ate soft like foods and stuff. Like he's still around.
So why are you not in a relationship with him?
I'm not in a relationship with him because I feel like, well, I can't say that. I guess what I can say is that we haven't pressed for anything like serious because I did just get divorced 3 away. I'm reading the comments 3 years ago. And I don't think that he's at a point where he feels like he can do whatever he may want to do. Um, and so in order for me to like not be a person that's like pressure, like you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do, I just like work on just being there in ways that I can. So
So you have him playing house and doing all these things, but you don't deem him worthy to be in a relationship with, right?
I deem him worthy to be in a relationship, and I don't necessarily say that we play house, like we don't live together. But when I needed help, he told me that he will come, and he decided to do these wonderful things. And I mean, I didn't say no because I mean I needed the help, and I appreciated the offer. So I
Right.
have heard him, like one thing that I like to do is I like to listen to him. And sometimes because of the way that I am, I can be a little bit intimidating unintentionally. But I make sure that when he speaks about what he wants or what he desires, that I listen. Like that's literally all I have to do is listen. And so I feel like if I was to push anything beyond what I've already heard him say, then that would be manipulation. Or like that would be me.
So you're not manipulating him right now by, even though you're saying that you're not asking him to do these things, it's not like you have other men that are even offering to do any of these things that he's doing, but you're still entertaining the possibility of possible relationships with other men that aren't as committed and aren't willing to go above and beyond like this man is currently doing for you, correct?
So no, like I don't deal with more than one person at a time. And I know that it's kind of like a lot of people say that they deal with you should date whoever you want or whatever, but I'm really big on like energy and intentions. And so I don't do like multiple like people. I like to be able to like pray about things and like I want to know where. So, okay, say if I'm giving my energy to everyone or to five different men, then I don't really know like what part of me is gaining or like losing my own energy. And so when I date with intention or when I'm giving my energy with intention, I don't have to worry about like splitting myself and dividing myself or going here, going there, like I don't seek thrill. Like I'm still a mother at the end of the day. So I don't, I mean, it's not that I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not
I just
really.
think it's interesting that, you have a man going above and beyond to do these things that he doesn't have to do. And most men are really only going to do those things for a woman that they really care about, for a woman that they really like a lot of men are not going to be there for a woman when she's sick and be taking care of her just because, even if they find her to be attractive, they're not going to be doing that just because. So I don't know, I just, as a man, I think it's kind of interesting that a man that's doing that for you, you don't know if that's a man that you would really even consider being in a relationship with.
I didn't say that. I said that
I mean, you don't have to say it though,
I
Chief
would
Neef.
do it,
You don't
but
have to say it.
I
But
listen to
if a
him
woman, if you know what, I don't, I'm not even gonna say it.
say it. But I do listen to him and I like see where he's at and he wants to like have more like that and I see him trying to like work towards that and I'm not about pressure in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Like I don't practice Islam heavy. Like it's not a mandatory thing where you all need to be married if you live together, or you all need to, if you're dating for a certain amount of time, you need to move in, or you need to do that. Like I literally, I I don't have to.
Fellas, I hope you guys are paying attention. This
I
man,
don't.
this happens all the time. So just, fellas, listen, you need to respect yourself at the end of the day. Like, why would you be doing all these things for a woman that she don't even know if she want to be in a relationship with you or not?
Why do you keep
She not even
saying
really
that?
considering being in a relationship with you, but you going above
Why do you
and
keep
beyond.
saying that? Why do
Someone said,
you?
no, I've been schooling dudes on this for over 15 years. Gotta respect yourself at the end of the day, man.
Why do you say that after I tell you that I would love to be in a relationship with them?
Okay, so why
Like
are you not in a relationship with him, Chief Neef?
I
Why is it
like
I would love to be?
he has to want to do that. He has to be ready to do that. I can't make him do
Chief
that.
Neef, so you saying that you're telling me that he's doing all of these things, but he's not ready to be in a relationship with you? Like let's be real. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I could like ask him like what's going on and he's going to tell me
What
that
other man in your life right now has even contemplated doing any of these things for you?
none.
Okay. So why are you not in a relationship with this man?
I
You feel that there's something better out there for you, right?
no. I so we've had conversations and he has made it clear to me that he wants to be in a better position like in a few different ways and I don't want to like put his business out because I respect him and I understand him And I really love him, and I would, love for everything to just be magical tomorrow. But we mentioned before when we talked that if you're not ready, then you can't expect certain things from a certain person. And I mean, I like him so much. I love him actually, and I just can't make him want to be more with me. And like that has to be something that he says and makes clear and that he's ready to do. And I would love to do that. I think he's great.
Fellas, don't be like whoever this man is, no disrespect to him. If you're not ready to be in a relationship with a woman, don't be doing things to signify that you're ready to be in a relationship with her. Let her be, and focus on yourself and take care of yourself, because you can be going above and beyond. But even a woman like Chief Neef, who said that she's interested in building with a man, even though he's saying that he's, at least according to her, she's saying that he's doesn't feel like he's in a position to be in a relationship. Why would a woman that says that, sees that a man, that she wants a man to have a plan, why would she not, try to be in a relationship with him, if she's a woman that believes
How
in a
do you
man
know
having a
that I
plan?
haven't tried though? Like, how do you know that I haven't made it clear that this is someone that I value and I would love to grow with? Like, why do you, and I'm open to understanding like anything that you may have to say, like about myself when it comes to the role that I may play in it. But I feel like I've tried. Like, I love having this person in my life. Like, I would be sad if anything was to go away other than what I think it could or should go. But I don't talk to any other dudes on the side. I don't have an issue with commitment. I don't worry about pressing a man that has his own situation to where he's not ready. I don't, I mean,
Chief Neef, if he's not ready, if he's told you and communicated with to you that he's not ready, just let him not be ready by himself. Don't just tell him to come, mess with you again when he's ready. So just let him, either allow him the opportunity to go do that stuff for other women, but respect yourself and respect him, and just totally take him out of the picture, as far as doing all the stuff that he's doing right now, going above and beyond, going the extra mile. If he's not ready, tell him to come back when he's ready. How about that?
okay. And now does that kind of defeat, and I thank you for saying that, because no one's ever really like told me that. But does that defeat your purpose of when you say how like women want things from men that they're just not able to do? Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
does that kind of defeat like that person like being there or being around with you and growing with you? Like, like how could I grow with a person but then not like,
Chief Neef, listen. I'm not telling you what to do at the end of the day. I'm just telling you, as a young man that knows myself and respects myself, I would never ever do any of those things for you or any other woman that I was not trying to be in a relationship with, or was in a relationship with. And only a fool, only a goofy is going to be doing that for a woman that doesn't even want to give him a commitment and continue to do it. Why would I be doing that for a girl that's not even my girlfriend, and that's not even trying to be my girlfriend? What sense does that make?
why do you keep saying that? I would like to do that.
Okay. You're right. You would like to do that. But listen, I'm just telling you that myself and just men that respect themselves in general, they're not gonna be doing stuff like that. I'm not gonna be, taking you to go get your what's up, Bam? I'm not gonna be taking you to go get your surgery, picking you up, making sure you're good, making sure you're eating soft foods. Why would I be doing that for a woman that I'm not in a relationship with, or that we're not? First of all, if a man is saying that he's not in a position to like be in a relationship, he shouldn't even be dating in the first place. He should be working on getting himself to be in a position to be in a relationship.
I
Why
agree
is he
with
dating?
that.
So that's why I'm saying you should leave him alone and tell him to go get his shit together. And then when he gets his shit together, he can come back if you're still available. But you are manipulating him and using him.
Wait, okay, so a big part of me doesn't
And a lot, a
feel
lot, a
like
lot of women listen. A lot of women do that, and I'm not mad at you because I tell women if a man is a sucker, lick him. So you can continue to get whatever you can get out of him, but I'm just letting you know you won't be able to do something like that to a man like me. Never, ever a day in life.
I it's just so weird because he offers. Like he
Exactly.
literally
Because he don't respect
offers.
himself. He don't respect himself. That's why. If you use, I'm going off of what you said. You said this man has said that he believes he is not in a position and ready to be in a relationship. So that means that he should be focusing on himself and working on himself. He shouldn't be focusing on a woman and working on a woman then.
I
The time
agree.
the time that he's tending to you, he could be using that time for himself.
So you think that he doesn't really want to like get his shit together? He's kind of comfortable.
He may be complacent. He may have misplaced priorities. I don't know the man. I don't know what he got going on, but he definitely has a mixture of things going on. He's definitely doing something that he should not be doing. Well, okay, let me ask you this: Would you be taking a man? Would you be taking a man to go get surgery and, you know, staying with him through his surgery and taking him back to his home and just staying with him until he's good enough, making him food, cooking and cleaning and doing all that for a man that you don't want to be in a relationship with, or that you're not in a relationship with? Would you do that as a woman?
No, I mean, like, I've done things for him. Like, I've done a lot of things for him. And, like I mentioned, I would like to be in a relationship with him.
Okay, Chief Neef, but I just asked you, would you be doing those things for a man that you don't want to be in a relationship with?
Oh, no, not for someone that I don't want to be in a relationship with. No.
Okay, that's what I asked you. So I don't know what the hell like y'all got going on over there, but
I mean, I didn't really think that and I'm open to kind of like understanding it from a male's perspective because I don't really talk to a lot of people. I don't like do a lot of things. Like I'm kind of just, I like
you work
being
to be alone.
alone.
Yeah.
Right. And like my son, he's my best friend. And so, as far as an intelligent conversation with another male, I don't really get to have those conversations. And so, I, no part of me felt like I was using him because I do love this person and I would do for him if he needed help. So, but when you say it like no man that respects himself, or if he's not ready, he would be getting ready. Like that does make me feel like, okay, like how do I transition from really loving a person and really wanting to be with a person and willing to grow with a person and they may not be at their best? How do I transition from having that love for someone to just like saying come back when you're ready? Like to me that seems kind of mean. So I just don't really know how to do that, but it definitely gives me something to think about. with just like prioritizing like what may be best. So I mean, I understand.
When you were down bad on your ass and you had to like really get out there and grind, were you focusing on dating or were you focusing on getting your life together? What was your primary focus?
So I was actually dating him. Like, we weren't really like going hard dating because it was like COVID or whatever, but I was going to school. I did meditation training and then I also did insurance adjusting. So I was getting my education and he was there along the way, like, you can do it, really supporting me, motivating me, although it fell on me because like I had to study and take all my tests and stuff like that. But he definitely was like super supportive throughout that whole transition. I like got an apartment and this would be my first time like living alone. And so I had like some sort of like weird fear behind it. And he's like, you know what, keep going, you can do it. Just really just being in my corner. And so to answer your question, like, although I did see someone and I had like someone to talk to and we were really good friends, I was focused on what I needed to do to make sure that I'm not like homeless with a child. So that would be my answer.
So why are you two not in a committed exclusive relationship?
So, I mean, I would say that we are like, I guess, like, to be honest, I don't know, but this has just like been my life partner for a couple of years. Like, hey, I can't. I mean, he has some things that he have to get through, and I mean, the only thing that I can be is the same thing that he's been in my corner. Is just someone that can motivate. I can help you if you need help with this. Hey, I got you. Whatever. If you got it on your own, you got to do it on your own. So just do that. Like I really, I would love to know the answer, but I don't know.
So you help him out with money from time to time or whatever. You do
Wait,
things.
no,
Okay, okay,
I
okay,
don't do
okay.
that.
What is he doing to what is he doing? So the whole time when you were doing what you needed to do, what was he doing? Nothing. What is he doing today? What is he doing himself? What is he doing to better himself and be ready to be in a relationship with you?
Working, and I mean, to be honest, I would have to say I don't necessarily know. I know that he's working towards a couple of things. He's working towards a couple of things, but he is also working. So, but to answer that question, like, what is he doing to be ready for a relationship? I don't know. I don't like, I don't really ask. Like, I don't really force. I don't do that.
You cannot make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot make this stuff up.
And like because I've been married before, like a person could be telling you anything. Like they could be living in a way to where you just question everything that you thought you knew. So I don't necessarily like put strong emphasis on like, what are we doing? What's this? What's that? Whatever. Like, I'll know just based off of what we do. I mean, I'll understand, but there are times when I'm like, well, I don't know if I'll be able to do this for a long period of time, but at the end of the day, I know that I'm loved. I know that I'm cared for. I know that, like, if I need something, he'll be there for me. But as far as like just going down a checklist, I guess because of what I've been through, I don't focus on that. Like, I literally am a mom. I literally just did a career pivot. Like, I literally have my own life that I have to get in order because if I fumble, that's it. I don't necessarily like I don't sit on social media saying I would never go 50-50 with a man. I I honestly, if I'm in love and I have a partnership, I would do whatever I can to make sure that we are like together and floating, but I wouldn't force a man into a relationship if I know that he's not ready, or I wouldn't force anything if I know that that person isn't financially stable. Like I have a son, and I would tell my son that you don't have to spend your life trying to save a woman, and or you don't have to spend your life like you're not a man just because you do everything for a woman, or you spend all of your life savings to try to do something for a woman. Like I really want my son to travel. I want him to live his own life. I want him to be an individual first before he goes after like such a strong point in or stance in a relationship, such as paying all the bills and stuff like that. So I mean,
Are you sleeping with this man?
yeah. I mean,
I'm at a loss for words right now, man. I don't even know what to say.
I'm not gonna lie, like that is, but
So
like
so so
I,
so 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 you're sleeping with him. You know, he does for you, you do for him, but y'all aren't in a committed exclusive relationship because he's not ready to be in one, right?
yep. And honestly, like although you like sigh and you do like the wow thing and stuff like that, and I can see the comments and all of that, like no, because I feel like with this whole internet thing, like you have to do what you feel like works for you, whether it's timing, whether it's place, whether it makes sense, whether it doesn't make sense. Like if it's something that you are okay with, you literally have to do that. You can't do anything that you're not okay with, that you're not ready for, that you're not willing to do. Like as long as it makes sense to you, you just have to do that. Like I don't, at the end of the day, I do have, like, I feel like I'm going to leave the live with things to, like, think about when it comes to, like, okay, this person should get themselves ready for a relationship before they do all these wonderful things for a person. But at the same time, like, I've been in something where a man jumped through hoops for me, like literal hoops to the point where he probably didn't recognize himself trying to please me just for it to be like, I'm not gonna say it was bullshit because I'm sure he was trying hard, but it turned out to be something that he just didn't want. So at the end of the day, like I feel nothing, but at the same time, I do understand having an intelligent conversation with someone else or someone that has an opinion that is like opposing to mine. Like I'm okay with everything, but at the end of the day, could I just see myself just walking away from this person because they don't have everything all together right now? Honestly,
Chief
that
Neef,
would devastate me.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not
I
giving
don't
you
think you are.
advice. I don't give people advice. I just come on here to have conversations, but if we're discussing something, I'm going to say like how I truly feel about what we're discussing because it's just my thoughts at the end of the day. You should take it with a grain of salt. Like whatever you do or don't do, it doesn't have an effect on me or my life and vice versa. We're just having a conversation. But I don't know. It you know, from what you said here tonight about this situation, I don't know. Hey, I'm sure you're not the only woman and he's not the only man that's in a situation like this, but I wouldn't be in no situation like that. Like imagine I wish I would be going above and beyond and doing all these things for a woman and she's saying that we're not even in a committed exclusive relationship because he's not ready. Like that doesn't. I don't know. That I personally just don't get it.
And I like, don't get me wrong, I respect your like opposing or you just not understanding. Like I respect everything that you have to say. I is actually I think when you say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy just like being able to another way because I can be really like I don't know because I have had so many broken promises and stuff like that. I can just kind of like tread out of just not trying to like force or be like this bitch or be like this person that, oh, I'm too good for this person, or oh, I don't want to deal with this, or I don't like. I'm really just I really like alignment, so I'm not mad at you.
You know what I
I
hear,
respect it.
honestly, you seem like a woman, and I'm saying this with all respect. I'm just telling you what I honestly like getting from what you're saying. You seem like a woman that, you're a woman that's capable of being just strung along, and that you're open to just being strung along. Like it's like a you just want some sort of companionship, and whoever is willing to give it to you, and damn near anything. Like, do you know that like men will say things like "I'm not ready" because they don't want to commit to you, and they're
So
probably dealing with other women. I'm just being very honest with you right now. Do you know that's a reason that a man will be doing certain things for a woman, and doing certain things with a woman, and not want to put a title on it and not commit to her?
I
Do you
am
know
a
that's a reason why?
I am aware, but just to back up before you, and I agree with you 1000%. I do feel like if you truly are a man's dream woman, then like things would be a certain type of way. But I just came, like when I was married, I was practicing Islam for a really large part of my life. And marriage was something that was next two steps away from being like forced and rushed and so that has scarred me in a lot of ways to where when I got divorced, I wasn't sure if I would ever want to get married again. Just because you go from being married to being in a wedding dress to being a mother, having a child all the time, not really having someone that shares responsibility, like someone that talks down to you, someone that tries to restrict like the things that you do. And I'm not the type of person to go to the club, but it's just like this person has got so comfortable with me being the sole like parent that they don't do anything. And so like I do have a lot of scars from the marriage, but at the same time is things that I'm working on healing by like not demanding these things or not rushing these things and not like just doing too much too fast. So I mean, and
Chief
I
Neef. Yeah, I don't even like to do the whole healing thing, but you definitely.
and imagine meeting me after I was in a relationship for 10 years, and this would be my third year um, being divorced. And when I got divorced, I asked my son's father, I said, can we do 1 week on and 1 week off? And something, a part of my life that I'm not proud about is that when my son left for a whole week, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So something as simple as getting up for the day and figuring out what I want to do and not having to worry about like being responsible for anything the next day and the day after that, and not like telling anybody what, like I literally had to learn how to be alone and like listen to my own thoughts. Like, well, I can just cook a small meal, I can cook whatever the hell I want to cook. Like it's I transitioned from being a certain way to like kind of like getting back into like a normal world. So I understand that people manipulate people all the time. I understand love bombing situations. I understand people jumping from person to person. Like I
I don't
understand
think
all of
you
those
understand
things.
any of that, Chief Neef. Respectfully, listen. We've been having a respectful conversation, and we're gonna continue to have a respectful conversation. But I just I don't mince words and I like to have like real conversations and be genuine with people. The type of dynamic that you're describing to me, and I'm not calling you this. I'm not calling you this at all, but it's no different than like a man's hoe. Cause a man that's not, I'm forget a ring, forget a proposal, forget being married. When as a woman, when you can't even get a man to like just even tell you that he wants you to be his girlfriend, you don't even have that title, but you're doing all these different things. You're giving a man access to your body. You're going above and beyond and doing all these different things for him and with him. Like I just told you there are reasons that a man will not commit to a woman. Men run away from commitment all the time because they don't want to settle down. They still have another person or other people that they're dealing with, and and only women that allow them to do that is who they're able to do that type of stuff with. Men will tell you things like, "Oh, I'm not ready," but they want you to be doing things for them and they're going to be doing things for you as if y'all go together or if they're ready. I'm just being 100% honest with you. And again, I'm not telling you what to do at all. I'm just telling you what I'm getting from what you are telling me here. It's no different. I'm telling you as a man. I don't know
And
if you've had a man. I don't know if you even have a man to communicate this stuff with you, but I'm just telling you.
and just because I'm like quiet, it doesn't mean that like I'm offended or like hurt or
I don't know you though. I don't,
like
and I
I'm
don't,
just
and my intention isn't to offend you. So
no,
that's
I
why I'm
just want to
telling you.
let you know that like I like when I speak, you give me like time to talk. So if when you're speaking, like you don't have to like I'm fine. Like I understand and like I appreciate the things that you're saying. Um like and they are things that I've thought about. They are things that I wonder. They are things that, it's not like I'm just
Have you ever asked him, well, if you're not ready, then why are you doing all these things? If you're not ready, why what do you need to do to be ready? Why don't you want to commit? Like why don't you want us to have a title?
so the reason I have asked but something that's really, really important is that I see why. Like I know already. And I mean, beyond that, to just keep asking, I don't understand like what purpose that would serve. It would more so be like what you said before, me making a decision on if I want to just say, hey, when you're ready, come back, or if I want to be strung along, like, or just kind of
You are being strung along.
riding the situation out, or like you said earlier, like using him. Like,
Forget
I
about you using it. You are being strung along. You are riding the situation out. And again, I'm sorry to be so
don't
honest
be
with you.
sorry.
Okay, well, I'm not sorry to be so honest with you, but there's a lot of situations where women are in the position you're in, and the man goes MIA, and now you realize that damn, I just wasted all this time, and that's when you really look in the mirror and you really see a clown, like you really see a fool, because there's a man out there that's not gonna be telling you that I'm not ready for this or I'm not ready for that.
I
There's a man
agree.
out there. There's a man out there that'll definitely commit to you and tell you that I want you to be like my girl, and there won't be no like gray area.
I agree.
I'm not gonna be in. Like I said, I'm not even going to be doing any of those things for a woman that I don't like or that I don't care about or that I don't want to be in a relationship with. Listen, I'm just telling you this stuff as a young man. Like I said, I'm not giving you any advice. I'm just telling you, and I really I know what's going on for real. And unfortunately, you just seem like a woman that you're not really hip to what's going on. And you just seem like a woman that again, you just especially when you got out of your marriage, like you were desiring companionship and you're not
Not
in companionship with the
really.
right person.
I don't think that like was it at all. Like when I got divorced, I was at a point where I didn't want to do anything. Like I wanted to be able to experience freedom. Like I did stop like practicing Islam. Like I wanted to live my life. Like I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do. And like I see the comments kind of saying that like she's not ready, she's not ready. And maybe there is a part of me that isn't necessarily ready, but I just I enjoy this person and I don't think I'm afraid to be alone at all. Um but I mean, I do enjoy this person. And I don't know, maybe I may not be ready myself. Maybe that's something that is underlining that may make me okay with the things that like are happening. But I don't know. I mean, I do know, but it's kind of like a little bit more than I'm willing to like disclose on a live. But hmm,
Mm, 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 mm.
I was with my ex husband for 10 years, and so I kind of was looking forward to being alone. Um, I didn't want any more children. Like I just kind of wanted to like relax and not have to worry about like always like people being dependent on me, but not being able to depend on anyone. And so like I definitely I definitely can see like a few different things, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think you can see him respectfully. Um, but listen, Chief Neef, listen, you do you keep playing whatever role you're playing in this man's life. Because you're definitely playing a role. You're not his woman because he hasn't told you that you're his woman, and he's you've said verbatim out of your mouth that he's telling you that he's not ready, and he's been telling you that he's not ready. So you're playing, or I'm telling you what's going on. You're playing a role in his life amongst other women, and you keep playing that role. Um, you know, um, you've been very respectful, and we've had like a good conversation here, but I hope you can start loving yourself more, and seeing yourself more than just playing a role in a man's life. Just because a man does things for you doesn't mean that he wants to commit to you. It doesn't mean that he likes you. And I tell women that all the time, and this is just a prime example of that. But you do what you want to do. You keep playing your role. Just know that there's other men out there that won't have you like just playing a role in their life, and they'll actually want to commit to you and tell you that they want you to be their woman. And that's what I think you should do. If you really love and respect yourself, that's what I think you should do as a woman. But like again, I'm not telling you what to do. I don't give advice. But if God forbid, if you were to be one of those women that I just described and you were to have that moment, I just hope that you don't hear these words that I was telling you on this live here tonight. But you do what you want to do, because there's definitely a man out there that would actually be open to being a stepfather to your son, and being a real father figure, and somebody that he could look up to, not somebody that's not ready and still trying to get things figured out. But I'm not telling you what to do. But if you really love and respect yourself, I would suggest, if I was you, I wouldn't. continue to entertain a situation like that. I would make the man make a decision. Um, because I just think there's a lot of things that you're not hip to because you haven't been really dating for a long time. Um, but I do wish you the best though. I do wish you the best. You could reach out to me. If if you ever have any questions or you want some different, you want a different perspective on some stuff. But just know I'm gonna be honest with you. So if you don't
Okay.
like people being honest with you, then I'm not really the person that you want to like build any type of rapport with.
I think we've done pretty good tonight, but I appreciate your perspective, and your time. And yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Chief Neef. I appreciate you.
Okay.
You have a good day and good luck with everything. All right.
All right. You got to let me down. All
All right.
right.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. Thy cup runneth over. Mm-mm-mm. I'm really speechless right now. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with y'all. I don't know what to say. There's some sad stuff going on out here, yo. She said, not too much, y'all. Most people would lie about themselves. Ain't nobody getting on you, Chief Neef. I don't even know what to say, yo. Like I said, this I'm usually